If you're looking for a golf ball that's going to save you money this year, yet still perform for distance, accuracy, and everything else, fear not, because a friend of mine may well have found those balls. Gaz, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, yeah.
These, now you've been waxing lyrical about these for quite some time now, and I can't read that, but I can read that. Katon.
Katon, yeah.
Tell me about them, because a lot of people don't want to spend 40, 50 pounds a dozen now on golf balls, but you found these online, and we're going to talk numbers in this video as well, because you've done quite a lot of testing with them, but we're going to have a little bit of a match with them and just see how they perform out on the golf course, and then I want you to talk to us about them.
Let's go.
Right. Big dog. 3 wood, actually. I'm going to go 3 wood. It's downwind. Don't need driver to get past you, do I? Hi everyone, my name's James. Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and throw a like on this video if you do like the idea of a budget golf ball that goes as well as a Pro V1. We'll find that out later. First look, the cover does feel quite premium actually. Is it a urethane cover, do you know?
It's not a urethane cover, no. I mean, obviously, probably that's where they save a little bit on cost.
Yeah.
Um,
Because generally you would find a urethane cover is a golf ball that will launch a little bit lower, the spin rate will drag it up in the air, whereas if this is a Surline or maybe even Ionima, check that out, then it's going to launch a little bit higher. So I think it's important to know what your golf balls are made of.
I think I found with urethane covers, the outer shell's a bit softer, so for touchy, really feely shots, you get that feel, don't you?
Yeah, and they do tend to just mark up a little bit sooner as well, urethane.
Sure.
Tell you what. Now, feel and sound-wise, that felt phenomenal. Phenomenal. That was actually a little bit at the bottom as well. That certainly wasn't my best strike. Are we talking cost, or do you want to get teed off?
Well, cost varies. It's a funny one. So they're off, you can get them off Tmall, AliExpress.
Yeah.
I can probably share a link with you on that one. But they can vary from like $7, which is
For a dozen?
For a dozen. Or they can go up to $20. And the way it works is it's like by demand. So if all you jump on there, start buying them,
they'll go up.
Tomorrow they'll be 15 quid.
Don't like the idea of that. Don't like the idea of that. But these are websites that you've done quite a lot of research on. A lot of people don't like the websites, but that's up to them. But if you want to save some money, it's actually left a bit of a
if there's a product out there for you to buy, we've got to test it, haven't we?
Absolutely.
And check it out.
Nice. That's a lovely shot down there. Yeah, good shot, sir. Just short of the bunker. And when it comes to saving money, it's interesting because when you do look at how many golf balls are lost in the United States or around the world, it's a phenomenal amount of money. It's also a phenomenal amount of money you could spend potentially on lessons, on green fees, on golf holidays, anything like that, or towards your new irons or your new driver.
It can add up. I mean, you buy Sleever Pro Vs at £13.
Yeah.
And, you know, you lose 3 balls in a round. It's a lot of money.
I played Wortley Golf with today. I lost 6 golf balls. So if you think that's probably £4 a ball now,
yeah,
that's 12, 16, 32 quid.
It can be half the price for a green fee, can't it?
Oh, that's depressed me. That's depressed me quite a lot. Right, 2 good tee shots here, both favouring the right side of the fairway. That's a big hybrid actually, because I munched that 3 wood.
Yeah.
And it comes to, like, when you are buying these balls, how much distance do you expect to lose if you are paying £7 a dozen? And how much do you expect to gain if you're spending like £50 a dozen on a Pro V1, a TP5, a Callaway, Chrome Soft, anything like that? I think we've all been led to believe by the big brands that if you spend the money, you get the results. But then having tested even like Costco golf balls, yeah, they're not perfect, and people like My Golf Spy will say, don't buy them, stay away from them. Money's money.
That's where we first compared it. We compared it against Kirkland Signature because it's a great budget ball and a lot of people are buying it.
Are you?
What am I doing?
It's summer.
It's bloody June nearly.
I've just realised something.
What?
Where are your glasses?
Yeah, where are my glasses? What have I done with my glasses? I left them in car. I've lost my glasses.
I think it's because the banter we've been having, you've put them there on purpose, but the haircut's looking good anyway.
I don't know what I'm doing this morning.
Right, what have you got?
It's 117. I don't know, I might just go up to gap wedge.
Yeah, I don't think it's sand wedge, is it, on that? You can land this long and spin it back potentially. That new bunker's now in play on the left-hand side. Would you be comfortable enough to land this long and spin it back with this ball?
I think this will probably just drop and stop because it gives you a higher angle of descent.
Yeah.
So that's how it gets its stopping power.
Yeah.
we'll talk more about that. But
Launch and descent. Oh, that looks really good.
be long enough,
Be there.
please.
Be there. Oh, short.
Oh.
Now we are into the wind, I think now we've turned around the angle, so this could be interesting. I'm going to try and play loads of clubs in the bag to test today, guys, as well. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm a little bit further up, and potentially this is a shot where I like to just kind of soar off the pitching wedge a little bit as well anyway. I didn't expect yours to be short, mate.
No, I weren't.
I like the logo in on it.
Yeah, it's a clean white pearly ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks good.
I think I've left that short as well. Go! Spun back. We've had a little bit of a nightmare there, haven't we?
Yeah. I thought it was downwind, but I think it's actually into.
It's into. I've literally caught that a touch heavy. Another yard and it's perfect, but it's spun all the way down. Right, this is going to be really interesting. We've both come short actually. Mine wasn't far off, but came all the way back down that bank. Probably not because of the spin on the ball, probably just because of the angle of this banking. But we've now left ourselves.
What have we done to upset John? Have you seen how it's shaven?
That is that's Augusta-esque, that one.
Well, wet pennies.
It needed to just be here. Not a lot of green to work with. Use the bank, does it? Come back a little bit, but not quite high enough up to generate the speed to get all the way back down here. Now, you've played this before. How does it feel?
Do you know what? It feels all right. I mean, it don't feel to me like really firm, like a top flight,
Yeah.
or you know, like a really cheap budget ball. It feels a lot better than that.
But it's not quite a Pro V1.
No, not quite a Pro V1, but certainly one that you wouldn't think, oh, this is a pebble. It's got a little bit of feel to it. Oh, that one nicked well.
See, that's done everything I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
Realistically, really, really nice. And I always think, because we do a lot of testing golf balls on this channel, I always think, how good do you have to be to see the difference? Yeah, that felt a tiny bit firm, but if you know what the ball's going to do, that's half the battle. You don't need it to spin all the time. Most of the time, if a ball spins back, it actually does you a disservice. We've got that for par. Can we go one up early doors on Mr. Martin without his Superman glasses?
I've got an excuse.
Oh, here we go. I'm legally blind.
Yeah. I think what I was most impressed about this ball with is how, you know, for such a budget ball, it performed on distance.
Yeah, we'll talk numbers on the next hole realistically, because that's what everyone wants, don't they?
I think there's always going to be, when you're buying a budget ball, something's got to give, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You're not going to get a Pro V1 for $7, but, you know, if you can get as close to it as you can, you're laughing, really.
It's just low.
That's
Big old ridge there, just missed out on it. I'll give you that for a 5, mate.
Is it a match?
Of course it's a match. And that's one up.
Oh, God.
Did feel firm off the putter though. And one thing I like, so we've been doing a lot of work with budget balls like Costco, like Seed, like Vice. Probably feels a bit firmer than all of those, but it's actually a lot more cheaper than those if you buy it at the right time. I think, not sure if that's a little bit of a strange indentation on it, but let's move on. So what does the box claim, if I can get that out, about these golf balls? You can see it says club head speed 70 to 90, 80 to 100, driver distance longest, 9-iron spin highest, short approach highest, feel softest.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one. It's got a power core and it has a cover, is pretty much all I can read about that. It's all in different writings you can see, but that wouldn't matter if they perform.
I think somebody asked, is it a 2-piece or a 3-piece? It is actually just a 2-piece ball.
Yeah, so it's not really a rival for a Pro V1 or a Kirkland because of the 2-piece nature of it, but there's so many decent golf balls out there that are a 2-piece ball that realistically it's certainly still worth testing. Ultimate distance, it says on there. Right, 150 yards. I'm going to try and just caress in a little 6-iron, try and play it under the wind a little bit. They are the shots that certainly I like to play with a golf ball. Little draw in. How far is it, guys?
143 from where I'm stood to 140. Oh, that were nice.
That's saucy, isn't it, that?
That's
That
too
might
good.
go in.
Too
That
good
might
for
go
my
in.
liking.
And I always think, with a ball like this, what would it look like on the mantelpiece if you had a hole in one?
It could be on it.
I hit the flag on here the other day with Chris actually to that position.
That was seriously on it.
And what I've managed to do there is control that ball flight as well. So the fact it's not a urethane cover, I can still control the ball flight for the price. Nice, this is all over it as well. Be good. Big gust of wind. The gust of wind's absolutely killed you there, guys. That looked like it was all over it as well. This might be a short match. Where's my glasses? Does anyone see my glasses? I'm hoping that might be in. I'm actually excited by this.
Yeah. Glad you are.
So the next hole, guys, is drivable over out of bounds, but we're into the wind. So we're going to test it to see just potentially what we can get. I'm trying to keep talking so I keep my mind busy.
I've never
What's this
played
bunker here?
this
Oh, just gone past the flag, but it's a chance at a 2.
I need it up and down, don't I?
You do, mate. You do. You get your stuff and I'll take the boogie round. Then we're going to talk numbers as well, so I promise that. Right, how much control can he get here? Long way short, that. Oh, that's nice. Just release out. Yeah, lovely shot.
Oh, dear.
Cracking shot that. Where did mine pitch? Does it stop? Oh, it's pitched here, look. I think that's an old one. Where is it pitched? There. Pitched very close to the flag again. That was my pitch mark from the other day.
Wow.
Right, it's a good shot that, pal.
Oh, it's good.
Off the putter, it does feel firm.
Yeah.
Must admit, is that all right?
Yeah.
Great. Right, Gary. For the par.
This is to
In
try
the
and
windy conditions at Woolley Park.
save some embarrassment.
It's not looking great after a few holes, I must
hope I
say.
can find my glasses.
Did you not see my glasses? That's a lovely roll. Turn. Right, guys, 1 hole left. We're going to talk numbers for these balls. I'm impressed with it. I think you can certainly play decent golf with it. I think you can flight it down. It's done most things I want it to do. I'm intrigued with driver now for a drivable par 4. Out of bounds, over, into the wind. Doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Right, can we even get there today? You've got the Stealth 2 still in the bag. New driver coming, or?
There will be a PXG, yeah, which is just unbelievable ball flight.
Yeah.
This one's like probably the best drive I've ever had, because it was proper master fitted. But I've improved my angle of attack a bit now, because he's told me about the numbers and what I needed to improve. I'll not bore you with that anyway.
Nice. That's a lovely safe shot for today, that.
Yeah.
Just round the corner. Because to keep it low, you can't really go over the trees there, can you, either?
No.
I'm going to try and be a bit more attacking. Being 2 up with 1 to play and all. Have you missed me?
I'd like to say yeah. I'm struggling to admit it.
I think that's good, you know.
Yeah, it's a good flight.
It felt firm and it was really towy, but it stayed nice and straight. And realistically, I think from that strike, as long as it's got the ball speed, that's going to be A-OK into this wind. Can we go for the Grand Slam? 3 holes, 3 wins.
No chance. I'm not having that.
So, guys, numbers for this
Yeah.
club, because a lot of people will be interested. Talk us through exactly what you saw when you were testing it.
Well, we'd have never firstly compared it against the Pro V. We started with a Kirkland, because you know, a lot of people do like to buy that ball. It's a fantastic budget ball. We can't deny it, can we? Feel-wise, control-wise, you know, you could almost say it matches a Pro V, but it loses a bit on distance, doesn't it? About 7 yards on a Pro V.
So what were the distance gains or losses from a Pro V1?
There wasn't. There was no distance loss. It actually longer than a Pro V1.
Right.
And carry was the same as a Pro V1.
Oh, wow.
The only thing we noticed different to a Pro V1 is that it launched a bit higher, so it had an higher angle of the descent, and
which a lot of people would like.
And it had a little bit less backspin. But the stopping power was exactly the same, it just did it in a different way. So
yeah.
This is probably a better ball for somebody who struggles to launch the ball up in the air.
And a lot cheaper.
Extra help, you know, getting high. And yeah, a lot cheaper. Oh. So, I mean, and you've got to remember, we've compared it against one of the top balls on the market.
Well, £50 a dozen now.
It had no right to be compared against that ball, but it did so well against Kirkland that,
yeah.
you know, we thought, well, let's push it to limit and
push the boundaries, right. Yeah. Here we are. Look at that.
Are you the long
one?
There
she is. Am I the long one? Am I the long one?
Where do you get your distance from?
Probably Nando's, the odd kebab. Yours must have clipped this then, it's got to have done.
I don't know,
I'm amazed that's flag high, I must say, like into this window. I gave it the it should be all right, I really didn't know, I was just being confident because we're in a match with Gary. Oh, this could be the treble. Never mind the 115 charges, this is a 3-hole 3 win. See, this is where a ball really needs to perform for you, under the pressure of an from one of your mates. Nice. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Well, that sat quickly. Probably sat too quickly for you, really. Terrible camera work, but there it is. Because that's not your, I don't know how to say this without sounding, that's not your
strength.
There we go, yeah. We'll have a bit of that. And this is what I've got. So if I was a little bit more ballsy and took it further right, potentially we could have been on the green. But let's see if we can send one in with a little bit of check here as well. I do like the markings on it as well. I think looking down at the ball and seeing those really cool markings are quite different.
Yeah.
I think you can say. Little checky 52, I'll let you do the honours with that.
I mean, what sort of ball is in that price range, guys? Are you using?
To be honest, it's literally like a pinnacle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Depends what price you get it at, as you said, but you're not getting much with a Titleist or a Callaway logo on, are you?
No. Lovely strike. Oh no.
It's not really checked for me though, it's released out quite a lot. I've struck that nice as well, I've compressed it.
You've still got a put-foot Grand Slam.
The Robbo Slam.
Yeah.
Body Slam. Right, so I've got that. It looked good, but it has just released on a little bit. So story of the day really just going past the flag ever so slightly on the last 2 holes. Come on, roller in. Are you not using the alignment aid?
I don't know, I like to it square on me. I'm opposite, I have it the other way.
You just kind of square that blade up a little bit more.
Yeah.
When's a new putter coming?
Well, it could be very soon.
This doesn't miss, does it?
I've gone off with it. I've gone off boil, so I'm going to have some practice, and if it's not performing...
Practice is key though, isn't it?
Have a little
Get that
switch.
stroke compact and nice. That is a gorgeous roll, guys. Oh! Wouldn't it be just right as well, saying you're going to take a putter out of the bag and then holding a 20-footer for...
They sometimes perform better, don't they, when you've ordered something?
Well done, I'm going to give you that, mate, anyway. Right, this for the slam.
Oh, no.
If this goes in, I might think about using this ball just because it's got the slam. I am going to use the line.
Look at concentration he's getting it.
Hey, matching, look.
Yeah.
Oh, it's low off the blade. It was low off the blade, but guys, that is, I can't remember the name of the ball, give me 1 second.
Caton.
The Caton golf ball. What do you think? Get in the comments below. Gaz says the numbers are fantastic. Would you go and buy one of these and put it in the bag for 2024? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.